What's going on, guys? Mike Gato Mixing from MikeGatoMixing.com. Today we're going to go over a single from a project called Vulnerable from an artist, Jeronelle. It just dropped, so go check it out. Available on all platforms. First, we're just going to take a look at how we brought the lead vocal to life.
Know that somebody
So this is our raw vocal.
is longing for you.
First thing I always do, I EQ. I got to get rid of the low end that I don't like. The Neve plugin has a really good sound for certain vocals. I felt it best for a powerful voice like his. It was a warm vocal, so it just kind of helps add to that character. Nice cut, roll off around 80, cut out the 110. I'm boosting. Neve's got some really good frequencies they like, so I like them too. From there, we're gonna do a little limiting compression, and most of the time it's not really doing much, but Jeronelle is a very dynamic singer, so later on in the song he starts to belt. That's when you kind of start to hear the compression, limiting kicking in. Never doing more than 5 dB of gain reduction.
I've been guilty before.
And then another good one to catch the transients that are missed by that one is the Kramer Pie. And again, no more than 5 going on here. Fairly fast decay time, 3-to-1 ratio. From there, we're gonna go to the limiter. I really like the Waves limiter. It's very transparent, doesn't cause very many artifacts. The nice thing is you have an adjustment on your release time, which a lot of limiters do not have. They're kind of fixed. So we're limiting here just a little bit again, nothing more than about 3 dB. And then slight de-esser, just taking out about 48, 60. Just a little bit of that harshness, smoothing out the vocal. So then, strong present vocal. From there, we're gonna go to reverb. We went pretty heavy on the reverb. We're using the Lexicon, one of the Hall. You know, start somewhere, adjust, find what you want. I always do a little bit of equalization. Always. The battle with reverb is you want it to take over the vocal, but you don't want it to swallow the vocal. So you want to carve out notches in the reverb, giving the vocal room to breathe, but also the reverb is just sitting right underneath it. It comes in when it wants to, comes in when it needs to. From there, we went with a delay, and this delay, I'm gonna mute the reverb so you can hear it. Crystallizer, it's a nice slap, 8th delay. There's a gate on it, so it's moving out of the way again. You never want any of your effects to take over your vocal, because we want this vocal to be very present, lead, be on top of the mix, but within the mix at the same time. So together. Wanted, feels to be wanted. To know that somebody is praying for you, and know that they're willing to stand by you too. I've been guilty before of letting love die. This time I'm pledging to keep love alive. So if you lead the way, I follow you blind. I'm chasing a thrill that I can't deny, risking it all. If you ask, I will. Now that I know how it feels to be wanted. Next, I want to take a look at the background vocals that we did. It's always important to have a lot of layers.
You let me know how it feels.
So a lot of people battle layers. How do you make them sit within the mix, not on top of the mix? Almost as if they're not heard, but they're giving depth, and they're making the vocal stronger. So together.
Want it, yeah. Want it, want it, want it, want it. Feels to be wanted. You let me know how it feels.
So I'm gonna go ahead and loop this response to his lead.
Want it,
Show you what we're doing here. So basic processing again, equalization, compression, limiting, pitch, and then where it gets interesting with this one is there's a phaser on this one, and I like the style, the Super 7x5. It just gives it a nice vintage feel, almost a little bit of guitar amp vibe, but nothing too over the top. Everything is dialed back very tastefully. Frequencies around 10,000, triangle shape. So that's with it, this is without it. Very subtle. It's gonna smooth everything out. So together. And then this is routed through the same aux as well.
How it feels to be wanted.
So I wanted to show you that because it does not take a million plugins to make something sound good. It's all about levels, automation, and a little bit of love with some plugins. Other than that, keep it simple and make it sound good. Mike Gato Mixing.